To talk about this now, Liz Bentley from the Royal Meteorological Society is with me. And if I can nick a cliche from sport, Liz, it's a game of two halves.
Yeah, that's right. So the northern part of the country in particular has been affected by heavy snowfall, as we've seen from those images. Further south, a little bit of snow over higher ground, but certainly not as much. But I think it's tonight and tomorrow that we're quite concerned about, with a weather system coming in from the Atlantic, bringing very strong winds and heavy rainfall as well. And that's, I think, of real concern across the whole of the UK, not just north or south.
And for how long do we think it's going to affect us?
Well, this storm will pass through quite quickly, so it's really tonight. By the time people are waking up in the morning, the storm will have cleared off into the North Sea. But there'll be some disruption, I think, in the morning because of the strength of those winds. So gusts typically between 50 and 60 miles an hour inland and much higher along the coastal and exposed areas. And that's disruptive strength winds.
So it's more the winds that people should be preparing for rather than other phenomenon?
Yeah, there's some snow on the leading edge, more snow again for Scotland, and heavy rain. And again, the ground is becoming much more saturated. We've seen weather system after weather system pushing in over the last few weeks, and the trend really looks for quite an unsettled spell as we go forward into the next few weeks as well. If you think back to this time last year, we had a similar setup, a strong jet stream out in the Atlantic, which was causing weather systems to develop and move across the Atlantic towards our shores. We've got a very similar setup, so it's very onerous, I guess, for what's going to happen over the next few weeks with the amount of rain that's falling. Now,
in the previous few weeks, we've been talking about things like weather bombs, and now forecasters are talking about thundersnow. What is that?
OK, so a thunderstorm we would normally see with lightning and thunder and rain falling from the sky. Well, a thundersnow is really the same setup, but we see snow falling from the sky. Much more unusual to see, because normally for thunderstorms to develop, we need a bit of heat and energy. For snow to fall, we need, obviously, the lower temperatures as well. So the combination of the two, it's much more unusual to see. But more spectacular, particularly at night time, because the lightning reflects off those snowflakes. So you get much more spectacular events happening at night time with thundersnow.
It's interesting to see, but could cause problems all the same, Liz.
Yes, absolutely.
OK, thank you very much indeed.